Hey everyone! This week I wanted to tell you about data science. So you might know I'm already a communications major, but on the side I'm also taking the data science certificate, which is a newer program here at the college. I think it's only about 1 or 2 years old. I actually heard about it because I saw these signs like on the electric boards as you drive into college. It was like data science. I was like, cool, maybe I want to do that. Currently, the program consists of 5 classes. You need statistics, which is Math 117, and the 4 data science courses, 101, 110, 201, and 205. By the end of this semester, I'm going to have 3 of those done, and next semester I'm doing 2 more, and I'll have the certificate. So, for those of you who don't know, data science is kind of like the intersection of statistics and computer science. How can we use all the data that the internet is generating these days and turn it into meaningful conclusions and observations about the way our world works and how people are and things like that? Data science kind of takes statistics a step up and using computers to analyze and draw conclusions on data. And it's all about how can you best manipulate the data to mean something that you need to know. I've always kind of liked numbers. I don't know, I'm not that great at math, but I always have liked like spreadsheets and tables of stuff and organizing responses and forms and stuff. I remember I used to like analyze the people in my orchestras and break them down by like what instrument they played, what grade they were in, what school they went to, and like look at all the data in different ways and see like how cool it looked like. Another thing I did was in high school I took all the running times of my friends in cross country and track and analyzed like how fast they were getting, if people were improving, how certain subsets of the team performed, such as like senior girls or the sophomore boys, like how are they doing as that particular group. So I've always kind of liked analyzing numbers and putting them together and seeing if there's like any interesting conclusions I can see from looking at the data in a different way than I had before. Data science is actually one of the most demanding jobs in the economy these days. Because of the internet, everyone has too much data and they don't know what to do with it, but they want to use it to do something useful. So that's where data scientists come in, and people really want people who can help tell them what their data means and what they can do because of it. Unfortunately, it's not a full associate's program right now just because there actually aren't that many bachelor's programs in the country to transfer to. I think there's a school in Florida that has an undergraduate data science degree. UCI has one of the most famous undergraduate data science degrees, but mostly they're offered as master's graduate programs. So that's why MC doesn't have it as a full associate's degree right now, because there wouldn't be anywhere to transfer to with it yet. But of course, even if you just did data science, you could do something like information science, which is something UMD offers, or statistics. I actually talked to my Professor Abdirsak Mohammed a little bit, and here's what he had to say about data science classes and why it's important today.
Yeah, data science is a big field. It involves statistics, computer science, and communication skills. The program that we have at MC is about data literacy. I think every citizen should be able to reason with data so that they can evaluate the claims of experts or politicians and to deal with unfounded fears or wrong perceptions or fake news and all these problems. Yeah. So I think it's something that every student should take, regardless of which discipline and which major you are in. We use the programming language R, which is written by statisticians for statisticians, so it's not something difficult to programming. The only prerequisite that we need for this class is statistics, math 117, elements of statistics, and as you know, we go over these concepts as students have short memory and they forget everything. So you don't need to have any programming background. It's a very user-friendly, interactive on the console programming language. Yeah. Dealing with data is fun. We live in information age and we are bombarded with all kinds of data. So I can imagine that everyone will need it in the future. Maybe the data scientist job disappears like the webmaster in the 90s, but you need these skills in every profession. Yeah.
Catherine Linehan is the data science coordinator, and she's actually an assistant professor up at the Germantown campus. So I went up to visit her and see what she had to say.
Data science is, I would say, a cross between a number of disciplines, ones that I have always loved, math, stats, computer science, and it's a way to take all sorts of data, organize it, maybe visualize it in a nice way, maybe predict something from it. You know, if you're trying to look at what might happen in the future, data trends, basically it's a nice way to take data and make a story out of it. And what I really enjoy about it is the problem-solving aspect to it. So it's like, here's a data set, and there's no set formula, there's no number of steps that you can take to say, oh, I'm just gonna do this, this, and this, and I get the answer and it's done. You are sort of looking at that data and almost like putting together pieces from a puzzle to see, you know, what story is that data telling? Can it somehow, that information, help us in the future to make decisions about whether it's healthcare or public policy, anything like that. So I really like that aspect, that it's an open-ended problem. So I would say in our world now, it's getting more and more important to be data literate. And you know, even if a student, say, isn't into computer science very much, you really can't go anywhere without seeing a lot of data. Being able to communicate about data is just becoming part of our world now. So, you know, whether that is through words, through writing, in a picture, you know, data is all around us. So I think these skills, not only are there a number of jobs for data scientists or people with some information studies skills in the area, but I think it just makes somebody well-rounded in today's age of data.
So for those of you out there who didn't know, we have a data science program, and if that interests you, consider fitting it in. In addition to statistics, it's only 4 other courses, and I think it's extremely useful. And as the professor said, data literacy is extremely important for anybody in this age of internet and everything, even if you're not trying to do data science. As for me, I hope maybe I can combine data science with communications and see if there are new ways to communicate about what data is and how to interpret stats and numbers for everyone else out there. Thanks for joining me this week, guys. I'll see you next week.